today's feature. That's right, we're doing a feature on the slab in the winter again. Finally. I miss doing features. We have ourselves a 2004 Hummer H2 with a 12-inch Cognito lift. It's got dual Fox shocks, 46-inch Mickey Thompson Baja claws on 20-inch Co-Comp wheels. We got some cool fender flares that I've never seen, so I have no idea what brand they are. All the lights are blacked out. Got some custom LED lights here. Got the PL lights. Hopefully that's how you say it. Look, a really cool custom bumper on it. Everything under the hood is completely stock. This is for looks. I guess it allows a little fresh air inside, maybe. We just had all the whatever you want to call them, emblems, brackets, all the door handles powder coated from the guys over at Calver Coatings because they were all corroding. And what had happened was they were chrome plated, and the last guys who powder coated them did not do a very good job. They left all the chrome plating on underneath, and that's a powder coater's nightmare is chrome. So the guys over there did a wonderful job. Corey and Kyle, thank you. It's got a set of power steps, which in a truck like this, you obviously need. Got a cool set of little mud flaps. I like the big hooks. We have a 4-inch RBP exhaust. Oh yes, I forgot. Got to go back over here. We missed something. We had a couple of dents in these two doors, so we had to fix those. Paint them, wet sand and polish them. Turned out beautiful. The color match is awesome. Now, this thing came in with a blown airbag. And these things apparently blow airbags regularly from what I've been reading on the Hummer forums, and they have compressor problems. So we couldn't get the Firestone airbag that was in there. They don't make them anymore. So Dorman makes a replacement airbag. We managed to get that one through the guys at Bumper to Bumper. Good bunch of guys that we get our parts from. And one of the problems that we discovered is the little light on the dash would flash when you would push the airbag button. And so we replaced the airbag, still couldn't get it to fill up. And we dropped the compressor, and there was a wire corroded on the compressor. So we repaired the wire, and then we had to unhook the battery for a couple of days so that the compressor could make communication with the computer again. And even after we did that, it still was not working. About 2 days later, we had the Hummer running, and we heard it click in the back end, and it was clicking about 8 to 10 times, and finally, boom, the compressor started working. So thankfully, it was just a communication issue. My goodness, how rude. Allow me to continue before I was so rudely interrupted there. So we managed to get that dealt with, and it took quite a while waiting for powder coating and certain parts just to get these little jobs done. The jobs were not a big deal. Next, we have to balance these tires, which means we just got to bust the bead open. And apparently they used a powder in there, and from what I understand, the powders clump up sometimes, and it throws the balancing off. So we are going to do some beads in there instead. And I don't expect these to be spectacularly balanced when we're done. But he only uses this thing for snow wheeling anyways. And a lot of people, from what I understand, say, oh, Hummer H2, what a piece of crap. I actually think this is a really cool idea. Everything under the hood is stock. You have all the best options in the interior, comfort. It's just spectacular. Heated seats, leather, sunroof, stereo. Why not bolt a bunch of products on, have a 12-inch lift? You got 46s, and you can just roll around in the mountains and play in the snow. I think it's a great idea. You got Bose surround, it's all factory. If there's issues, you can still get parts for it. So I think we should take it for a spin around the airport. It's quiet. You got a little bit of girth from the aftermarket exhaust, but not too much. Oh wait, it's probably gonna yell at me because I don't have my seatbelt on. But if you're going snow wheeling, and it's pretty cold this year, you know, we had minus 22 the other night. Let's just say you're running a big block old Chevy of some kind for snow wheeling. Well, it's gonna be cold. You're gonna run into problems. This to me makes sense for snow wheeling. I gotta put my hazards on. Now it still has the factory steering stabilizer in it, which I think is kind of funny. But I guess he's not running it on the highway, so has not required a dual kit of any kind. I don't know what they make for the Hummers. The power is fine. It floats a little bit with the big tires. I love the hum. They almost sound like Swampers, but not quite. And this is the biggest vehicle I've ever driven. 46-inch tires are the largest that have been in my shop. I got to drive a blown alcohol mud bogger that was 1,500 horse, and it had 44s. But I was just backing it out of the shop. It's beautiful. I like Hummers. I'm a big fan of them. What an awesome day. Never did I picture having vehicles like this in my shop, and they just keep on coming. Wow. What an honor. What a privilege. No, it's not just a Hummer. To me, it's an opportunity to level up my business. Because I never want to see a normal vehicle in my shop. I am truly honored to get to drive something like this just around the block, work on it, because I love this stuff. And if you're watching this, and you're struggling, wondering about going after your dreams, don't hesitate. Go for it. It's worth it. Yes, we struggle sometimes here and there. We all do. You run through financial problems. You run into whatever problems it is. But in the end, if you're doing what you love, nothing else matters. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep on doing this. And now that we've had something this big in the shop, well, that's not allowed. A customer can't have a bigger truck than mine. You know I'm gonna have to level something up. Because the Beastly Dually isn't always gonna be for Big Block Nation. That will get a Cummins in it, so we're going to have to replace it with something. Go ahead, say it. Which one of you knows? Just say it. You know which one I want to go after.